Zeus in Greek mythology. Zeus is considered the most powerful god. He is the king of the gods on Mount Olympus who rules the sky and thunder. Zeus is the youngest son of Titan Cronus and Rhea. After defeating his father Cronus in the war between the gods and Titans, Zeus became the most powerful god and ruled Mount Olympus. It is known that Zeus's father Cronus had previously overthrown his father Uranus, who was considered the father of heaven. One of the primordial gods to become king was afraid of the politeness, so Cronus decided to swallow all 6 of his children as soon as they were born. However, when it came to the 6th child, Rhea, Cronus's wife, decided to protect her child. Rhea tricked Cronus by giving him a stone wrapped in a cloth. Cronus swallowed this stone, believing it was his child. Rhea then hid Zeus and raised him in secret. When Zeus grew up, he returned and overthrew Cronus with the help of the other Titans and gods. The god that Cronus had swallowed before Zeus forced Cronus to vomit up his siblings. Then Zeus and his siblings waged war against Cronus and the Titans known as Tanome, and one establishing the rule of the Olympian gods back to Zeus. His power was said to be superior to the other gods. He had the ability to control the weather, especially thunder and storms. Zeus was often depicted holding a lightning bolt, symbolizing supreme power. Also, the protector of rights and laws, ensuring order and justice in the world. Zeus's symbols include the eagle, the oak tree, and the scepter. Zeus was the brother and husband of Hera. However, he still had many lovers outside, from other goddesses to mortals with a loose temperament and many extramarital relationships. Such Zeus often caused conflict and jealousy from his wife, Hera. However, he remained a widely revered and worshipped figure throughout ancient Greek history. Hera was the queen of the gods, god, and the legitimate wife of Zeus. She is also the daughter of Cronus and Rhea, and the sister of Hades, is the sister of Demeter and Hestia. Hera is revered as the goddess of marriage, women fertility, and family, always protects and blesses couples. Also, because she is the goddess of marriage, Hera is famous for her jealousy and loyalty to her husband. Although Zeus is often unfaithful to her, Hera often punishes women and children born from extramarital relationships. Zeus, however, Hera is still seen as a symbol of family protection and maintaining order. Hera is often depicted wearing a crown and holding a scepter, symbolizing her nobility and power. Goddess Hera has the symbol of a peacock and sometimes a bird. See, symbolic fruits are apples and pomegranates in festivals and temples. Hera is worshipped as an important god, symbolizing stability and harmony in family and society. Poseidon is one of the 3 powerful gods. The most powerful of Greek mythology, the son of Cronus and Rhea, and brother to Zeus and Hades. After defeating their father, the 3 brothers divided the parts of the world. Zeus ruled the sky, Hades ruled the underworld, and Poseidon ruled the sea. Poseidon was the god of the sea, earthquakes, and horses. He was often depicted holding a trident symbolizing his power over the sea. When Poseidon used the trident to strike the ground, he could create earthquakes and tsunamis. The symbol of Poon is the trident dolphins, horses, and bulls. Poseidon had a temperamental and easily angered. When angry, he could cause storms and terrible earthquakes. Conversely, when he was pleased, the sea became peaceful and favorable for sea travel. Poseidon was also considered the creator of the horse, and he had a special connection with this animal. In mythology, Poon had many relationships with goddesses and mortal women, leading to the birth of many children, including heroes and monsters. Poseidon was a powerful and important deity, widely worshipped by people living near the sea, especially sailors and fishermen who always pray for peace and convenience in their sea voyages. Demeter is the goddess of agriculture, crops, and soil fertility. In Greek mythology, she is also one of the 6 children of Cronus, and Rhea Demit plays an important role in maintaining the growth and development of crops, as well as ensuring prosperity and abundance for humans. Demit is revered as the patron goddess of agriculture and crops, and she is responsible for sowing, husband, harvest, and the growth cycle of plants. Her husband is often depicted holding a sheaf of wheat or a torch, symbolizing a bountiful harvest life, light, and hope. One of the most famous stories about Demit is about her daughter with Zeus Persephone being kidnapped by Hades to be his wife and taken to the underworld. Deity's grief at the loss of her child caused crops to fail, causing famine on earth. Finally, a peace. The agreement was given that Persephone would stay in the underworld for 6 months, which is autumn and winter, and return to his mother for the remaining 6 months, which is spring and the summer. This story explains the changing of the seasons and the growth cycle of plants. Demeter was a benevolent god who always protected and blessed farmers and those who cared for the land. She was widely worshipped in festivals and rituals related to agriculture and the harvest, especially the festival of Eleusinian mysteries. One of the most important religious ceremonies in ancient Greece was to honor her and Persephone Athena. Athena was the goddess of wisdom, strategy, and craftsmanship in Greek mythology. She was the daughter of Zeus and Metis. Athena was not born naturally like other children. According to mythology, Zeus swallowed his wife Metis while she was pregnant with Athena. Then Athena was born from Zeus's womb. She was born a fully grown warrior woman, ready to fight with a full array of weapons. Aa is one of the most important and revered gods of the Greek people. Ancient Greece, Athena was known for her superior intellect, strategic ability in war, and patroness of crafts, especially textile cutting. She was the patron goddess of the city of Athens, where her name was taken from the name of the famous Parthenon temple on the Acropolis of Athens, built in her honor. Athena is often depicted with a suit of armor, aegis, shield, and spear, symbolizing her strength and fighting skills. Athena is also often shown with an owl, symbolizing wisdom, and wisdom umbrella is also one of Athena's symbols, symbolizing peace and prosperity, because, according to legend, she gave the umbrella to the people of Athens. Athena was not only a fierce warrior, but also a protector of justice and law, and often intervened in conflicts to ensure that justice was served. Athena was also the mentor and helper of many heroes in Greek mythology. With a combination of wisdom, strength, and justice, Athena is widely revered and is a symbol of wisdom, fairness, and ingenuity in both war and peace. Apollo is one of the most important and revered gods in Greek mythology. He is the illegitimate son of Zeus and the Laetho, and the twin brother of the goddess of hunting Artemis. Apollo is worshipped as the god of many things, including light music, poetry, prophecy, and archery. Apollo is often depicted as a handsome young man with golden hair and bright blue eyes. He often carries a lute symbolizing music and poetry, and a silver bow symbolizing archery. Some of Apollo's other symbols are the laurel wreath, crows, and snakes. Apollo is considered the god who brings light and life to the world. He is also the patron of the arts, music, and poetry, as well as the god of healing and prophecy. Apollo's temple at Delphi is one of the most important religious and political centers of ancient Greece, where prophets give prophecies about the future. Although a god of light and goodness, Apollo also has a dark side. He can be cruel and punish those who offend him or his loved ones. However, he is still considered an important and revered god who brought the light of knowledge and art to humanity. Artemis, the goddess of hunting, is one of the most revered gods in Greek mythology. She is the daughter of the god Zeus and the goddess Leto, and is also the twin of Apollo. Artemis is famous for her bravery, agility, and archery skills. She is described as a beautiful, strong, and independent virgin. She is often shown with deer or hunting dogs. These animals symbolize agility, loyalty, and the wild world that she protects. Artemis is the goddess of nature and wild animals. She is also closely associated with the protection of children. She is also considered the goddess of mothers during childbirth. Artemis is also often associated with the moon, symbolizing femininity and the cycles of nature. One of the most famous stories about Artemis is her punishment of a hunter who accidentally saw her. She bathed and was transformed into a stag to be hunted by her own hounds. Then Artemis was a complex and powerful goddess symbolizing independence, freedom, and the strength of women. She was an important figure in Greek mythology, widely loved and revered, especially in Arcadia and the island of Delos, where she and Apollo were born. Ares is the god of war, the son of Zeus and Hera. He is the symbol of violence, conflict, and destruction in war. Unlike Athena, who represents strategy and wisdom in battle, Ares represents the bloody and chaotic destructive side of war. Ares is depicted as a powerful warrior fully equipped with armor, helmet, shield, and spear. Always ready to rush into battle, Ares is often accompanied by Deimos, the god of fear, and Phobos, the god of terror. Both are his children, symbolizing the horror that war brings. Despite being a powerful god, Ares is disliked by both gods and men. Because of his aggressive and warlike personality, he often causes conflict and bloodshed, regardless of justice or righteousness. However, Ares is still worshipped by warriors and those who seek power in war. In addition to the weapons carried, Ares symbols also include the wolf and vulture, symbolizing the brutality and bloodlust of war. Ares is a complex and controversial figure in Greek mythology. He not only represents bravery and strength in battle, but also embodies the bloodthirsty brutality and chaos that war brings. Ares' existence in mythology reminds us of the fierce and complex nature of war, as well as the severe consequences it causes for both gods and humans. Aphrodite, goddess of love and beauty, is one of the most famous and beloved deities in Greek mythology. There are two legends about the origin of Aphrodite. One is that she was born from sea foam, after Cronus severed and threw Uranus's genitals into the sea, and the other says she is the daughter of Zeus, and goddess Aphrodite is often depicted with long golden hair, smooth white skin, and blue eyes that always radiate a radiant aura in addition to her stunning beauty. Aphrodite is also known for her exquisite craftsmanship and masterful seduction abilities. Aphrodite's symbols include shells, doves, sparrows, swans, and roses, all of which represent love and beauty. Aphrodite is the embodiment of love, attractiveness, and beauty, and was widely revered throughout ancient Greek history. Her worship was expressed through many temple festivals and works of art to honor the beauty and power of love. Zeus is the god of blacksmiths, fire, and craft in Greek mythology. He is the son of Hera. Hest is described as a strong man, but not beautiful and was lame in one leg. Since birth, Hephaestus, Hera saw that he was too ugly, so she threw him down to earth. This explained why this god was lame in one leg, and from then on he was very angry about him. His cruel mother, despite being physically injured, Hephaestus had extraordinary talent in forging and metalworking. He was famous for his talent in creating weapons, jewelry, and exquisite objects for gods and heroes. Hephaestus was the husband of Aphrodite, goddess of love and beauty, but their marriage was not happy because Aphrodite had many extramarital affairs, especially with Ares, god of war. Eos was revered as the patron, god of blacksmiths, craftsmen, and artisans. He was the symbol of creativity, patience, and ingenuity. Despite his imperfect appearance, he was still respected and admired for his great contributions to the divine world and mankind. Hermes. Hermes was the god of trade theft, sports, and travel in Greek mythology. He was the son of Zeus and Maya. Hermes was famous for his intelligence, agility, and diplomatic talent, which played an important role in connecting gods and humans. Hermes is often depicted as a handsome young man wearing sandals, and the winged hat symbolizes his ability to move quickly. He holds in his hand the Carduus, which symbolizes peace and commerce. In addition, Hermes also has other symbols, such as the turtle, which symbolizes ingenuity and wisdom, and the rooster, which symbolizes vigilance, and the new dawn is the messenger of the gods. Hermes is responsible for conveying messages between the gods and humans. He is also the guide for souls to the underworld, ensuring that they reach their destination safely. Hermes is also the patron god of travelers. He helps them on long and dangerous journeys. Hermes is also a god of commerce and finance, patron of merchants and businessmen. He helps them in trading and exchanging goods and managing assets with intelligence and diplomacy. He helps merchants achieve success and prosperity. Hermes is not only a smart and skillful god, but also famous for his cunning and sometimes deceitful. But he is also considered a funny, cheerful, and kind god, always willing to help others. So Hermes is loved and respected widely. Dionysus, the list of 12 gods on Mount Olympus, has always been a controversial topic in Greek mythology, with many different versions existing in parallel. One version includes Hestia, the goddess of the hearth and family, while another version chooses Dionysus, the god of wine and festivals. Sometimes even Hades, the god of the underworld, is included in the list. However, in this video, we will focus on the most popular version, which is the list of 12 gods, with the presence of Dionysus, Jonas the son of Zeus, and Semele, a mortal woman. He is the god of wine, joy parties, and revelry, and the patron god of the arts of theater. He is known for his role as enchantment, and is the symbol of the stage. Dionysus is often depicted as a handsome and energetic young man with long curly hair and a wreath of grapes on his head. He often carries a cup of wine on his staff. Tarsus symbol, Dionysus. The symbol of power and fertility was worshipped in wild festivals where people drank wine, danced, and sang. In his honor, these festivals were often wild and unrestrained, helping people relieve stress and pressure in life. Dionysus was also a symbol of new life, freedom, and creativity, was revered for centuries, and played an important role in ancient Greek culture and art. However, Dionysus also had a dangerous dark side. The passion and infatuation he brought could easily get out of control, leading people into infatuation and thoughtless actions. We will make more similar videos. Please subscribe to watch them.